What's good, Way Familiar? It's your boy J.King, man. I'm back with another episode 5 of Upgrade Your Game podcast, and I got my bro in the building. CRE, what's good with you, brother?
What's up, man? You already know, man. We elevating over here.
Definitely.
Levels of everything, man. I'm doing a lot right now, man.
A lot is that's an understatement, my man. Every time I see you on the gram, I just see you with the fitness, you doing horror movies, he doing comedy, he doing everything. Yeah, so man. I definitely had to get you up on it, and I appreciate you for
all
coming.
Inside, man. I'm giving everybody all the smoke, man. Everything that's in me, man.
Nah, I dig it. But so what I want to get in first is basically how we met. So basically, we kind of met through some mutual friends that we have. Shout out to High Def. Shout out to Pierre Brand. He was on episode 3. Shout out to him. So we met.
Babe. That's where I met you at the.
You was at Chalk Jaw.
I was taking pictures and recording for her.
You were
recording Kurt and DJ
Kurt.
Yeah, that's how we met.
But no, it's that's dope. I forgot we met through some of the showcases and everything like that. Mm-hmm. So that's what's up.
Hip Hop Awards.
The Hip Hop Awards.
On that too. They be cheating everybody out of them, John. We know who won, and then they'll pick who we knew.
We ain't even gonna get on that part.
Plex was gonna pick like that.
We ain't gonna get on that part. That's why I ain't doing too much rap right now. But no, we back on the
no music, man. For the film, maybe.
Probably. Listen, I'm gonna get back into it, but this is my calling for right now. You get what I'm saying? So I'm gonna get back into it once stuff started to go on, and I start getting back into it. You know, the music don't leave you, but it's just like. Right. The industry side, you know, it's a lot, but it ain't about me.
And when God give you other things to do, other talents, you produce them too, which is one of yours. Every time I see another joint, it's getting better and better.
I appreciate you for that, but let's get into how your history. Tell the people about how you get started and how you do your thing.
Well, how I got started, I used to make sneaks in school. Like with Busta Rhymes used to put material on the sneaks. I used to get a glue gun. Do all types of shit. Put it on a jacket, cut a shirt up, take the sleeves off, make it short sleeve. Just glue guns. I've been using the glue gun since I was a young boy. But unfortunately, when I went to prison in 2007, wrote a book up in that John, man. Crazy John. Been like 10 years, still ain't get it published, but you know, I'm doing a lot right now, man. A whole lot. By myself too. I got an assistant, but you know, we don't have a team yet. We only got one cameraman, which is me, and she assists me in that. So we're going to give y'all everything we got with what we got for now. But, you know, went to jail, came home. I just created a logo, the LNO logo. It's an eagle, stand for like no other. We got it trademarked under Living in Opportunity.
That's dope.
That's how it's trademarked.
And it's funny because for a while I never knew what LNO stand for, and I never meant to ask you. Yeah. But that's dope. No, that's dope. But go ahead.
And the eagle is the mascot, so we're gonna get to that down the line. But so I created the logo, got it printed on the shirts. When I was booked, I was getting letters saying my brother was rapping on the paper. So I'm like, "Oh, you rap now?" He's like, "Yeah." And I did a couple of songs with Jay. So when I came home, I got faith in him on some Chris and Neef type shit. You know what I mean?
That's dope. That's dope.
It wasn't ready. I spent bread, you know what I mean? But I love my brothers, man. Them niggas had skills, man. They don't rap no more, but, you know, they had skills. So
no, it's good.
That was what it was. The rap skills, I was like, all right, they good, but, you know, all the industry, all the shit they be lining you up with.
Yeah.
Taking your money. We had a middleman lying to us, probably was pocketing money.
It's a lot, yeah, especially in Philly, man. I already know how it goes.
So we got bamboozled on that, but we got in a double XL magazine, double issue with Chris Brown on the front. We actually, the full page was next to Wiz Khalifa and Amber Rose. So, you know, when they saw them, we was right there.
That's dope.
Full page. I mean, so we was seen already. Shadana, she was with the group. She always say people walk up to her and ask her, "Yo, I saw you from somewhere before." So, you know, it did numbers, man. 2 months straight. December 2012, January 2013.
And that's when you first came out.
That was when we tried to like get a push into the industry.
No, I'm saying when you got out of jail, that's when you started. Everything started to roll. So you basically, as soon as you came out of jail, you hit the ground running.
I was already creative before that, but then it's like when I was in jail, I was drawing shit. Like
you were still doing something, yeah. No, that's dope.
And then that book. Yo, I come from a military family. My dad was a Marine. I mean,
tell us about that.
Well, he was gone, and then he'd come back. You'd see him with the uniform. Then my mom be like, he go on the Desert Storm or something. Then he'd come back. So he was like, we ain't never really lived nowhere for more than a year or two.
Oh, wow.
Nah, when you a military kid.
Oh, everywhere.
In Japan, no, Okinawa, Japan. You watch Karate Kid?
Been a while, but yeah, I watched it.
That's where I was at.
Oh, so you actually went to Japan? That's dope.
I was a kid though, but I do remember some shit. But you know, when you like,
you literally don't know too much, but you remember some of the experiences.
I ain't never have a so-called homie until 13. Yeah, I had no friends like growing up 6, 7, 8, and all that because we was moving around too much. Every time I got a friend, all right, we moving.
Well, I never knew that. That's what's up.
And it was good. That's an experience. I want to go back to Cali, but you know, I got my son here and we got custody and all that shit. But I do want to go back over there. But I heard
Cali is nice, definitely.
Heard it snowed over there, so
I'm
thinking they might be switching climates.
Hopefully not.
The Beach Boys gonna come over there. It's gonna be different. No, think about it.
Yeah, I mean,
that happens, yo.
That'd be crazy.
It starts snowing over there heavy, and it be nice
hot over here.
They're gonna move. Them white boys ain't gonna stay over there.
And a lot of people are moving out of Cali, so yeah. But no, that's dope that you got the ground running and you was doing the music and what else was you doing on top of that? What were you doing?
And the clothing and the music. Those was the three. And it was like it fell off because I had no more money. I used my page money, but ran out of money. Still had resources, but you gotta have bread to collab with certain people. My man told me, you got 35,000. You'll triple it. His name Lil Nicky Scarfo. You probably know him.
I think I heard the name, yeah.
We both was in the magazine. That's how we
connected.
Yeah, the boy who got us in there, he introduced us and everything. But yeah, he did a music video with one of my shirts on too.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope.
Yeah, it was a collab shit. Like, you know how we doing shit.
Facts.
So that happened, and like I said, everything just died down. But one question I did get, past 10 years, yo, you still doing the fitness? Yo, you still doing the videos? So that's always gonna be there. I ain't never gonna stop doing that.
So when you got the ground running coming out of jail, and you still had people hitting you up for the stuff that you was doing positive,
photography and videography,
yeah, that's dope.
I got that camera. I got that Canon in 2015. And it still ain't do me. It still ain't mess up on me. But I don't do as much photography as photographers do. I'm not a photographer. I'm a multi-hyphenate.
Yeah, you do.
Y'all better Google that. You probably gonna put it at the bottom right here. But like, that means that you talented. One person that's talented in a whole lot of things more than other people. Like, for instance, you got photographers, you got videographers. Since I do all that other shit that I do, that y'all gonna learn about.
Yeah, the
photography and the videography is not a hobby, but it's not my ultimate thing. Like, you can't stamp me to be a photographer. I'm a multi-hyphenate. I mean, that's what the definition is. Shout out to Jazz. Watch Jazzy. She the one that shit in her bio.
No, that's dope, man.
I found out what that meant.
And that's the good thing, because you still had positive things to go on, being at what you just came from. So that's the main thing I want people to know, because, you know, a lot of people, they come out of what you came out of
and go right back, or don't have no. It was growth, man. I got to learn myself in that. A lot of people, you learn about yourself in there because you're not out here in the mix with everything. You got time for people that do take time to think. I was working out, writing a book.
Good.
And, like, staying out the way. And I was helping people out. Some niggas was like, yo, man, I was getting ready, you know what I mean? But when you told me, you know what I mean? And he changed his mind and shit.
No,
I was like, what?
That's dope. And that's good to have that type of impact, too.
And I was like, you older than me, but, I mean, he teach me something every day.
Who's he?
Every day, my son.
There you go.
That boy. Challenge, man.
And that's another thing. When did you have your son? When you came out or before?
2013.
Got you. So
came home 2011. He got pregnant kind of quick. 2012, like
around that time. Yeah. So, and that's the good thing. And I always tell people, especially on the show, you always got to have some type of purpose in life, especially as a man, because the stuff that we kind of go through, we always try to find purpose. It could be your kids, it could be a profession, it could be something. And being that you came out of a messed up situation, hit the ground running, did something positive, you know, doing something positive for your son, everything else. I always say that if there's a will, there's a way. You get what I'm saying? So being that you had those type of things, what else do you think became like your purpose more as far as that?
But once he was born, she tried to, do the you ain't seen him. Then that was the
which a lot of men go through.
2013, whole 2014. But I got him at the top of 2014. Fortunately, I didn't wait years and years because you got to be diligent. And blessing, I had a girl that I went to high school with. She lived in Baltimore, but she's the caseworker with all that. She called her connections and got me a volunteer lawyer, yo.
That is dope.
And she fucking got me my son.
That is dope. And going through that at the time, how did you feel? Like, how was it like for you? Because I know for a lot of men that go through that type of stuff, it's a hard process. Lucky for you that you was able to do it.
I already knew how I was going to be as a father before I even had a kid. Like, I already knew how I was going to be. So when she tried snatching from me, it was like, I know I ain't going to do nothing. I'm on parole. I ain't going to physically do nothing. Like,
yeah.
And crying and shit sometimes, especially the day that I was going to, even though I had the lawyer and shit, went to Penn's Landing and shit, and my suit on and everything.
Yeah.
Balling and shit, because I'm like, man, this shit might not even work. But that shit worked way better than it was supposed to. I got him every week. We asked for every other, like they do with most fathers.
She was able to get
every because of her mouthpiece.
That's what's
kept going back and forth with the judge. And I don't know if this ever happened to any man that's watching this.
Yeah.
Episode 5, CRE.C0M. The judge threw a box of Kleenex at my baby mom at 2 different occasions, consecutive motions. Oh, you crying over there? He threw that shit like Jalen Hurts, man.
Wow.
That's when I knew. I was like, I'm getting my son, man, because this nigga is not on, like, I'm the one that filed for it. Do that, too. File first.
Yeah, let them know, man, because there's definitely some dudes out there that's going through it.
When you file first and you keep trying, you're going to get it, trust me. There's no doubt about that one. Especially in Philly, they rocking. So don't complain about, oh, I can't get my son. If you waited a year or two of not seeing him and then she already filed and all that stuff, you're in trouble. Jack.
Wow.
You're in trouble.
Wow.
Because you waited too long. Now you have a purpose. You probably want a social security number or something so you can claim him or something. You know, all types of factors.
Wow. Definitely let them know, bro. No, seriously. And that's a good thing to know because a lot of dudes go through that, but they don't know the steps. They don't know how to get through it. They don't know none of that. You was able to get through it, and that's very empowering. Seriously. And so, all right, so going from that, you also when we was rapping, you was talking about some of the anxiety that you go through. Was it from that or was it before that?
I didn't even know I had, yo. It's just build up. Like when I was young, like I used to think like when I get around a crowd of niggas or whatever, like I'm parent. No, it was like my body is like telling me like soon as they, you know what I mean, like but I didn't know it was.
So you felt like it was like a nervousness kind of, and it's the same for me when I was growing up too.
It really was like, you know, like when a nigga swung on me and shit. Fuck in 05. I didn't know. My sister was up in the fucking window like, yo, oh shit.
Tell him the situation. Tell him the situation.
I was in a fight before 05. I just stole a nigga because he had me in a headlock when I was 12. But other than that, first fight was 05. It was over a chick. Because I used to fuck with her. And he wanted to get with her. And he even tried to use me to get with his cousin, female cousin. So
jealousy type.
So when he found out that she was only smoking bud with him and he got mad, came down and dropped his bike because they were supposed to fight. They had their hands up out the knuckle. As soon as her aunt said, what are y'all fighting for anyway? They dropped their hands. And he got mad, dropped his bike, came all the way down, did the paper soldiers, Beanie Siegel Jones, looked both ways. And swoop! I did back on my own car, came back. Pop, pop. It was my anxiety because like, damn dog, like you gonna fight me over a female? Yeah. And I was sharp. I didn't even know. That's what I'm saying. I thought all the time that shit was like I'm not scared of nobody. It was just like, nah, I ain't doing it.
Nah, I dig it.
What it was the build up. So now I have a special needs child that I can't do nothing to.
Nah, I dig it.
If you hit your autistic kid because they loud or they doing whatever, you dumb as shit, dog. No. You don't deserve to have them. But anyway, this boy is a challenge, and to talk about 10 years ago till now, he's 10 now. He was born in 2013 when this was supposed to be happening. Now look, he's 10. He observing what his dad doing.
Yeah.
He hyping me up. I ain't never danced in front of you. See what I'm doing on the gram? I wasn't.
And that's another thing.
And then, Denise, my assistant, she told me when we was up at the link, when I had my Eagle mascot on.
Yeah.
Some of y'all probably saw it and didn't even know it was me. But I had an Eagle mascot on with the Eagles jersey. We was just rocking. My pop unfortunately passed away when I was 13, February 12th, 95. So I just was rocking for his team.
Yeah, condolences.
My Eagle mascot is already an Eagle, so I said, let me just throw it on for them, throw a jersey on. And got the feedback, and my man Reese, the hustler, he said, yo, man, you be dancing on the gram and all that shit. That shit was hot. And I'm like, a nigga saying that shit? Like,
right.
So I'm just like, wow, like I always dance in the crib and shit around family, but I never did all that. Now I just be, and it's him.
So the main thing,
and he's older. That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
I think that, you know, that whole 10 year later shit that be on movies and all that. I really think that it was because he has to be grown enough to witness and understand what's going on.
Yeah.
Daddy, no, dance, no, do this and do that. Like, cause that's the confidence is goofy now because of him.
So you was able to get past the anxiety because of your son and what you had to go through at a younger age. And do you think, and another thing when it came to the anxiety and what the situation that you went through, do you think it was because also of the environments that we grow up in? Because sometimes the nervousness and the anxiety can be for where we from, because you never know, something could pop off. But like you said, it's inside of you, but you just never know.
The club scene, all that dumbass shit where niggas always one way in, one out. It's always something going down on Saturday and shit. Somebody always getting shot at that bar or whatever. So I always was staying away from them type of situations.
Because you already know.
When I get the camera, I'm going to baby showers, weddings, shit that's, you know what I mean? I'm not going to the $2 joint where all that
on the block.
I'm not scared of nobody, but you can't stop the dumb shit.
You can't. Yeah.
What, you gonna knuckle them? What nigga knuckling in Philly?
Not now.
Some of us. But the young boys, they straight special ops on the op. They shoot you like it's a video game now. Like they think that game over and you're gonna start over.
Yeah.
For real, it seems like that's what they doing.
It seems like it's like live GTA.
Yeah, they do it like it's admissible.
Yeah. And it's crazy because being with the younger generation, do you feel like that is why? Because I was talking about on episode 3 with Troy, when it comes to emotions, right? As men, sometimes we don't have outlets for emotions. Like for us, I'm doing podcasts, I do rap, you do videography, you do, shows and things of that nature as an outlet. Do you feel like that is one of the reasons why, like with a lot of the young guys out there, they don't have like an actual healthy outlet to get their stuff out, and it's always going to be violence? Or
they listening to the yes men that they got around them, and they got something that they supposed to be producing out here, but they listening to them because they team don't really want them to go nowhere. That you already know that shit gonna keep going on.
Crabs in the bucket. Yeah.
They be like, nah, bro, don't do that, man, because when the bull tried to do it, and then you don't do it, and then you end up 42 years old, and then you decide to do it, just like my dumb ass. But I still look young.
But that's, you know what it is, though? It's your journey, though. But that was your, you know what I'm saying? Even though you had to go through pitfalls, it's still your journey. So for them, and we got to understand, we grew up in a different time period. You know what I'm saying? They growing up in the internet era where if you get stolen on, it's bad.
And you're going to die quicker than there won't be no talk outs with these young boys. There's no meeting up and talking it out like the Italians, all that shit that we copied off of them. Yeah. Copied off the Italians with all that. But no, they just video game shit running up on you. You're daylight. Nobody's hiding. But now, I think it's a strategic plan with the whole ski mask shit, because COVID is not real. Nobody's dying off of it no more. Like, why are you still allowing them to wear ski masks?
That's a different conversation. But no, I definitely, and that ties into a lot of things, and then that's why I was good that we was talking about the anxiety and things of that nature, because the good thing that with you a real positive guy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you real positive. I seen you for your birthday. Was it last month? You was wilding out, you know what I'm saying? Like, but you was
and
like,
on his birthday too, yeah, man.
So you, being that you show so much positivity, what brings that out of you?
Experience and just knowing when I got enough time to think about something that's great, I don't know. I'm like stuck on that part, but it's really him because he here and he experiencing with me. I get him every weekend. I don't have him every day, but
yeah,
we both be happy as shit to see each other.
Yeah,
I got a lot of ideas going on. I got somebody that's helping me with it, and it shit is just seem like it's going up now. Probably couldn't do it without an assistant if it was a dude or a female. I mean,
and it's good to have the help because sometimes when we try to do certain
doing
things,
stuff by themselves, rappers and all that say no. Somebody gave you some baton, dog.
Definitely, you never could do everything by yourself.
By damn
right? You know what I'm saying? Like,
tell you that.
Right. And I don't know why it always feel like, you know, they feel like it's them against the world, but on some real, you got people with you, you got people around, you got, and that's the one thing, like, I be feeling like sometimes with dudes, we feel like we ain't got nobody, but for real, we got somebody that care about us, we got somebody that really want to see us win, but we always want to focus on the negative, we always want to focus on the people that want to see us do bad, but we do have, like you said,
and I had no idea that we was going to be working on no horror thing or no funny thing with imitating her grandpa, none of that, it just came and we knew it was a good ass idea. It wasn't like, nah, is anybody gonna, it was just like, I don't give a fuck no more. I never did, but now it's like I really don't give a fuck about, I don't care. But like I said, dancing in public is one fear that people got. Oh, come on, dance, girl, and they be like, nah, I ain't dancing.
Yeah.
For me, it's like, you gonna fucking, it's like the more you keep hearing them fucking Instagram reels that big people like J. Cole or Jay-Z or Jadakiss, well, he don't do them. Like the interviews, and they do the, they take something from Drink Champs that the rapper said that was motivational, and then they put it on the reels.
On the reels, yeah.
So it's like the more I keep seeing more of them that relates to me, it's strengthening that part.
So it's like inspiration.
It's strengthening that part. Because when they be talking about shit that I know, they just feed me that shit. And they seem like they talking to me. That's all.
I be feeling the same way when I see like dudes like
COVID, all that, bro. Like they finding ways to kill, and we don't know if it's because we keep getting rumors that they targeted black people with the shit.
Yeah, I heard.
So if they're doing that shit and they're trying to find ways to kill motherfuckers, just do everything the fuck that you got, man. I should have did this before, but like I said, it be timing.
That's the main thing.
Supposed to be in the picture, like I said. The assistant, he probably supposed to be a certain age, not a baby. It's all timing, you're right. And we always feel like we should have started it at one point, but then you'd be like, because I think about this, when I was younger. Shit, when I spent all that bread and it didn't work out. But you know what it is? About bread, because watch when it happens this time, it's not going to take that bread to get there. That's the thing. And you know what it is also? You had to go through the learning curve. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, that middleman that burnt us with the bread and all that, see? Now, I'm catching that from the rip. From the jump, because you had to go through it. Sometimes you kind of blinded by, you like, all right, we in the rap game. We know we got to do this. We got to do this. We just trying to push it off. And all that, I done went through it a couple times myself. So I know. I've been through it a couple times myself. Not to that extent, but you live and you learn. So it's like, all right, cool. You know it's not going this way. You know it's not going this way. Now, being older, having more of the experience, you look at it like, all right, I know he on some flaw. That's why I'm like, 10 I know he live on that type of time. And don't look no, not a year older. Hold on, say it again, my bad. I don't look a year older than 10 years ago when he was born. So it's all you feel like you feel like you just in the mind, the physical you just the same, but I'm stronger and it's definitely there. I eat healthier and everything. Same, yeah. I've been trying to eat healthy too, and that's another thing I want to tell dudes out there too. Your diet, and like we was talking about earlier, the stuff you see on, like the stuff you consume, even if it's not food, the stuff you consume on social media, that can definitely deal with how you going to go about things sometimes. So that is a good thing. But no, and I will be posting, Eleanor Fitness. I'll be posting food, all the nutrient stuff that you should eat before, after, or whatever. Stuff people don't be telling y'all because you get protein shake and all that. Y'all don't really know certain plants and liquids, fruits, and all that'll help boost stuff. So definitely after every video, little reel or whatever, I'm gonna have a fruit or some food or whatever. Y'all know what I'm talking about, man. It's going down. And I seen when you put like your before and after. So that's good that you got into the fitness. Tell me how that started. I started seeing them pictures. When you look at you like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And this bitch was talking about don't lose your gut and da-da-da. Y'all be trying to cuff niggas, man. Like, no. I said, you ain't see how I look when I came home. Like, nah, this shit is goofy. So I'm rocking with females and saying not really, you know what I mean? Then, you know, I get him and everything, so there's the stress levels and all that. And then the end of last year, when me and her was, you know, at the beginning of the filming of The Phantom Lost,
yeah,
people started saying, you losing weight, dog, and da-da-da. I'm like, because I'm just moving. I'm doing Instacart. I'm moving around and shit. And I'm eating healthy. Then I started looking at pictures, and I'm like, yo. Didn't work out or nothing.
Wow. It was just you moving around and getting stuff done.
Diet and stuff or whatever. And stress, they said. I fucking left this girl crib in November of 2021. And that shit, that's why I went to Miami with. When
you did the thing. Yeah.
That was the before picture. I went out there with her, and this bitch did some dumb shit. So I left her crib. I never moved with a chick ever in my life. So you already know that shit was already uncomfortable. It was already uncomfortable. So did that. Was pissed off that I had to hurry up and roll, and he was in the middle of it. She had a daughter. She had a daughter, and they was getting tight. Their name is the same, J and a K.
Oh wow.
Their name is the same, basically, just first letters is Caitlin. Yep. And they was thorough. And she fucked it up with that little dumb shit. Cause I'm like, I'm not bringing my son to see you or whatever. Like you.
Gotcha.
Should smack the shit. You know what I mean?
Don't say that. Don't say that.
I think you would have wanted to do the way she did it. Yeah, bro. Living situation. You making me want to roll out quick.
Gotcha.
And then now look who I gotta go stay with because I'm moving real quick.
Gotcha.
Sister, yeah.
So with the fitness, so when you got onto that, what made you want to make it a whole thing? It was
when I was working out and I came home and you know the compliments and shit. I'm like, let me start John. And I was already in the clothing. That's why I started printing on. Everybody think I'm a trainer. Chicks was asking me that too when I was doing the heavy. What was that? 2015, 16. I need a trainer. Gotcha. Then they go to the gym with me, or if they I tell them to get a Planet Fitness John, so that I can come in with them.
Gotcha. And
then I'll film them doing their workouts. Yeah. I'll do me, but I'll show them shit that's in the app. Female workouts that was in the app and shit.
So it basically just you start. It was you being.
I told them they could find it for themselves, but I know you want the man. Yeah, y'all want somebody to
actually train y'all. So it took you to see how you were, then other people were seeing how you were, and then it basically built
without
from that.
Being cocky, because I'm not cocky.
So it was all genuine.
I just know what the fuck. Like,
no, I dig it. No, I'm going talk about it. No, dig it.
I'm going off of feedback. With people saying I'm not just coming off nowhere. I'm that boy. Y'all fucking telling me that shit all the time. Just not everybody.
So do you feel like, and that's one thing. You my guy, and it's like you definitely give it up. So do you feel like validation, right?
I'll never get that.
And that's the thing
from the people that we.
But even that, before you even say that, men period, right? We never really get as much validation as women do, but we not asking for it. But sometimes it can be good for you because, like you said, it builds your confidence. You wanted to do the fitness. Then it had other people see what you was doing. They're like, oh, CRE doing this. Let me help me do this. Sometimes it can help what you got going on, because sometimes I'll even say it for like this. When it came to rapping, sometimes you be feeling like you killing it, but sometimes it's good to hear it at the same time. So it's like, being that you went through that, you felt like it gave you the push to be like, yo, let me do this. Everybody saying I'm doing it. Now, you know, I'm getting compliments for it. You feel like that was a big push towards that?
Yeah, when somebody say something to you about something, not the negative one, because when they say, oh, that shit's bullshit or whatever, oh, man, I don't even bring up a situation, because she probably don't want to talk about it. But when somebody telling you that you can't do something because they just don't see you doing it, or you talked about it before and you ain't do it, so now it's in their brain that you ain't never going to do that shit.
Yeah.
So it's that, too. It's like, motherfuckers probably think I can't do this or whatever. I don't do nothing to prove nothing to nobody. I'm just producing what the creator is giving me. I just didn't do it right last time. I was just, all right, I'm concentrating on fitness, so I'm throwing fitness. No, y'all, every time y'all gonna get something from all of it, because I'm doing it all every day. I might as well just keep giving
pushing.
it to you.
Yeah. And I mean, that's dope because that was the main thing for me. It was like having that type of push to be like, yo, keep doing what you're doing. That's gonna build you to be like, yo, all right, cool. I could do the fitness. I could do the videography. I could do a horror movie. I could do a puppet. You get what I'm trying to say?
Because when I produced it, and then you give it to your mom or your sister, and they like, yo, that shit look. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
And that's good because you're getting that from family validation too. You're getting it from the outside, and then you're getting it from the family.
Though. It's the YouTubers that say something. Or when you got 6 followers. We got 25 followers on YouTube for Phantom Loss. I mean, for Main Course Media, period. Because we're just starting this joint off. The views go way past our subscribers. So it's strangers that's seeing the shit and liking it.
It is, because even with my channel, I always notice that it's not
on your John too.
It's not the subscribers. It's always the outside people that's probably consuming the content and everything else
out there. One reel. Like when I was dancing, the first John dancing, it went goofy, and then all the rest of it. I'm just like, do I gotta put a thumbnail of a chick twerking or something, and then y'all get 3 seconds of it, and then go to it, whatever I got going on? Like, cause it seemed like that's what it is. It's whatever they say. Oh, the girl shaking her ass, boom, and then nope, it's CRE doing some other shit.
And it does
that's
take.
How YouTube thumbnails are too.
And that's what I learned too.
Title, you allowed to put a false title on shit. I done got plenty of Eagles that hit the joint. It's some girl doing some other shit.
Yeah, it's like a little, I ain't gonna say a science to it, but it does mean like when it's certain things that you got to do to get shock value.
That's what they mean by algorithm too. Because when you read the definition of algorithm, it's fucking confusing. It's like I hate them long definitions because it's like I'm trying to find out the real meaning
of it. Yeah,
giving me a list, but now I know what it means. It means what's popular, what's everything that's going out there. You got to click with it. Working out, food, cooking. They love them Jones when you be.
Because in a certain need, and it's
behind it and shit. Yeah,
it's certain things that you could do that's going to get people's attention.
I'm glad the crab cracking shit on YouTube is over. That trend.
Oh, I didn't even know about that.
What?
I never knew about that. No.
Some sound shit where it's a popular album. Man, I'm gonna show you after the jump. She a rich ass black chick, middle age, probably like 40 something. No offense, she probably gonna die from seafood. She probably gonna die from seafood.
Yeah.
Cause she eats this shit all the time. Or I don't know if she just does it for the junk. She got nails always done. Cracking king crabs and shit and sucking on them.
Matter of fact, I think I did see that. I think I did see that.
Because of how it sounds. Like, human beings is weirdo.
It's it's a lot, but no.
Must be aliens or something.
But let me get back to your yeah.
You know we always gonna go left.
It is though, but
when a certain junk come up, we're gonna go that way.
But so getting back to your YouTube, we did a interview this time last year. And I
fucking year.
It been a minute, right?
It's been 4 years since I did Troy's John.
Really? Oh, it was a couple years ago. Yeah.
I started Main Course Media, but it was just going to be the dialogue segment. That's what I don't call it interviews. Dialogue segment.
Yeah.
Bust it up session because that's what we doing.
Definitely.
Asking questions, but
it's more of a conversation.
Yeah.
So we did it about a year ago, and the crazy thing was at that time I wasn't in the best moods ever. You really got me into the mood to do that, John.
KV told me that too.
What?
Kayana?
Oh yeah, K. Shout out to her. Kayana, what's good?
K-Dub.
What's up, man?
My girl, man. She told me that I brought her back out of her shit. I'm like, we're doing an interview. We just
brought her back to doing the music and everything. Cause she
said that she got anxiety and she be scared. I'm like, but you was all in the videos and all that. She
said
she lost it, and I'm just like, what? And
wow.
I brought that shit back to you.
That is dope, and
that's what's making me do whatever, and just because people are letting me know that I'm doing something. But I did something for her. Nobody else said that I did that for her. She said, "Yo, you really got me wanting to." You know what I mean? Back.
That's dope.
See her after that. I see her doing. I don't know. I'm gonna talk to her.
Shout out to K-Dub. That's what's up, man. Because she was definitely doing it for a strong minute, and then she stopped for a while. And that's good that you was able to get her back into it. And I remember watching her interview and everything like that, and I haven't seen her in years. So it's good that you had that impact on people, and that's what I was saying. You having that positive impact, having something where you get that person validation to make you want to start going again, and that's dope.
On that note, like I said, it's photographers and videographers out here. Shout out to my man Dennis Austin Images. That's my man from Frankfurt. He better than me in both of them Johns. upgraded. His work is way better, right?
Dope.
But people in Frankfurt that I see liking his shit, he don't get caught. It ain't because of his price or whatever. It's me.
Because you put him onto it.
No. What I'm saying is people don't fuck with photographers and videographers or just period. They fuck because of the energy and all that shit. They fuck with me. That's why I said, yo, why you ain't called Wishing on told you? No, I want you to do it. Like, I fuck with you and shit. Like, it's the reason why I keep getting the repeated customers. It ain't got nothing to do with the quality of the video because I'm doing it with my phone. And they see I'm doing it with my phone. That lens is goofy on the iPhone 12 and 11.
I remember you told me, yeah. I remember you had told me.
0.5 shit.
Yeah.
And she be filming and they don't know, yo, who? Hawk, my man Hawk from Frankfurt asked me, yo, who be filming you? You the one do the filming? I said, it's not hard, bro. You gotta want to do it, and then you gotta listen, you know, when you're doing certain shit. But yeah, like I said, it's the person.
It definitely
is. It's not
is.
what they do. Like, he could be better and everything. They like, nope, I'm fucking with CRE because they like the vibes and everything. Like, listen, man, and now that I'm dancing and shit, like, shit just came out of nowhere. I'm gonna mingle with my customers and shit. When they do the baby shower and everybody all dancing and shit, yep, she gonna film and I'm gonna be, I mean, you gotta interact with your guests.
And that, I'm glad
that's gonna be different because ain't nobody doing it. I'm not trying to be, I'm just.
You being yourself.
Yeah, I just wanted to do it.
And that is dope because you can always, because like you said, it's a lot of videographers out here. It's a lot of photographers out here.
Their skills are editing. Their skills are way. They go on there and da-da-da, and I'm still trying to figure it out. And I get mad at my camera and shit. That's why I'm using the phones. I get mad at that junk.
Yeah.
Them niggas got me. J.Tech. Shout out to J.Tech.
Shout out to him. That's my guy, too.
He's way better. We was in the newspaper.
That's my guy.
When he did Saw Jump, I ended up in that jump because somebody called me. They found my number on Instagram and they wanted to do that. I was just like, wow, like I'm not even good like that.
But it's what you bring.
That's why
it's
I said
yourself.
It was something about it. That's why I said it's something about it. I mean,
it's the same thing when I was rapping. I had certain engineers I would go to. Shout out to Dunny. Shout out to J.O. They just give you that vibe where you want to come to them. Of course, you could go to somebody that can do it better, but even though, to be honest, they're probably the best in the city. But you know what I'm saying? It just, the certain person, the way they carry themselves, the way they could just chill with you.
That's what I said. I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
It's the aura. It's the vibes and shit. That's why they booked me. I'm like, why you skip? And then my prices went up, but they're not goofy. Like, niggas be $600. Like,
yeah,
you got to think about your quality and all that, but think about your effort. Think about the repeated customers you're gonna get. You're keeping your clientele. You ain't gonna keep no clientele, no $600 and all that. You look at your environment that you in. You in the hood.
That is dope.
And then you're trying to search for more people, but you don't want to go out to the other city and go do nothing. We going DC, New York, where is it? Baltimore for free. My sister, the manager at the fucking bus station, John. Yeah,
dope.
The bag and all that, put it on the floor.
That's dope.
That's free promotion right there. We don't have to put no gas in the wheel. None of that.
That is
free.
Dope, man.
Round trip. So all she got to do is call the station in Baltimore. All right, yeah, they about to get back on the bus. Free.
Dope. That's dope, man. That's and I'm glad you said it, and I'm glad that we talking about your personality.
Yeah, I feel good too, because I don't get questions like that.
And it's a lot.
People scared to ask people certain shit.
No, it's real. But the thing for me, when I get the comments on these type of things, I get men that'll talk about the things that they went through and be like, yo, I went through that too, but now this is how I am now. And that's why I be wanting to have these conversations, because like we talked about earlier, we don't have, for the younger generation out there, right? We didn't have this. You know what I'm saying? We didn't have a podcast where you could look it up. Either you had to read it in a book or you had an old head that told you something.
Yep.
You don't have too many OGs that'll guide you like now, like back in the day. So if I don't have too many young guys that surround me. Like I'll probably see somebody, child or something, like one of my homies' child or whatever. Yeah. But I know I could reach people with what I'm doing right now. So that's why I love to bring you Pierre Brand, where y'all could talk about the stuff that y'all went through, because I know somebody that could be watching this that can be like, yo, I was in CRE position, but I could get like where CRE at. I see the positivity. I see your Instagram. I see that you're doing. I could do horror movies too. I could do a puppet show too. So that's why I'm glad that you touched on that. And that's you being a very positive person and you having an effect on other people.
Oh, and rewind that a little bit. August, I forgot what date it was. The 20-something. August 2005, I almost died.
Sorry to hear that.
I had a infection in my bloodstream. The surgeons asked, you know what I'm saying, like, where you think you got it from? Like, I work for a moving company, tubing in the truck. I'm pretty sure people heard about that shit. August, you know, you sweating, your pores open and shit. They make sure you tuck your shirts in, so I thought about it. I got a wound right here, and I got one back here. I'm thinking. I tuck my shirt in this way. Because they like, how you got one right here and right here?
Yeah.
Like I said, pores open. I probably was rubbing the dirt from when I was moving.
Picking everything
had no
up.
gloves on or whatever. Yeah. It looked like spider bites at first. And the first thing that caught me that it was even there was when I went to the beach. You know, the salt water.
Yeah.
It was irritating it. And I was just like, yo, what the fuck?
Right.
Went back to the crib. See, it got bigger. This one was still small, but, you know, I would itch it when I'm in the shower. I scrub it, so I'm just like, what the fuck? They both got big as shit. And, like, you know, you get the dot on a pimple or whatever. I'm trying to squeeze it. Blood coming out and everything. I was squeezing the infection through my blood. Every time I kept doing that, I just was pushing it all in my jaw. They said, I don't know what it is, your mom or your sister, but they said if you wouldn't have checked in an emergency room when you did, she said you would have probably died in your sleep or something.
Wow. That's crazy. And how long ago was this?
2015, August.
Wow. So only not too long ago. Damn.
He was 2. I was in there for a month and a half.
You was in the hospital for a month and a half? Tell us about that experience. How was it like?
She didn't bring him to see me at all.
So you had to go through that by yourself pretty much. So did you have like family come out? Or
yeah, of course. But
yeah.
I didn't see my son the whole 1 month and a half.
How that feel?
That's how bitter she was. I was crying, dog. Because I'm like, what if I die?
Yeah.
He don't even know what's going on. He was 2.
Damn.
That's a major jump right there. I'm almost checked out this jump.
But you made it through, even with all the adversity, everything else. That's crazy.
And the wounds, they be fucking, like when it's cold and raining and shit, they itch.
It still
like
itch now.
Motherfucker. Yeah.
Wow.
Ask somebody that got shot or whatever. That shit, or just jump, that shit bothers me too. Any wound.
Wow.
Especially when it came open, like, because that's the skin right there. It's supposed to cover, the stitches came off. This is the inside of my skin right here, and it healed like that, just like the one on my leg.
Damn.
They healed open. Pack them with shea butter and shit and put a bandage on it. Because I ain't feel like going to the hospital, man. Sometimes I'll be like, no, I ain't scared of no needles. Get the teeth pulled out and everything. You know how people like, oh, I want no needles. I be like, nigga.
Want it now. Yeah, you trying to get that pain away.
No, because pain is it's excruciating, but certain pain that used to fuck with me now, like my fucking pinky, as you can see. It hopped off of it when I was a young boy playing dodgeball and shit at school. But this shit was all swollen. And you know how you don't want to pull something off. Now I just be like, like, yeah, that, I don't know, man. That's why I said this nigga make me strong. My son make me strong.
Wow.
Like certain pains, I'll just take the shit now. Like
it's nothing. Wow.
And
you've been through a lot.
I would never try to pull my pinky out. That because you already thinking about how
the pain
now,
and
I just
everything.
be like, pop.
And do you think that's...
I already know it. You know what I
mean? You already know
I know it ain't that damn bad. It's bad, but it ain't. Fuck that.
And being that you went through...
when I was in the hospital. You know what I mean?
That's what I was saying. Being that you already went through something bad, then that's the worst. So do you feel like, all right...
And hold on, let me put this up out here. This is why I don't be pressed about, like, chasing no coochie or nothing. 4.5 years I ain't had no coochie. People don't even take that, like, because you can balance out your space and your peace. Like, women bring headaches sometimes.
Yeah, it can happen.
Being alone is not bad sometimes, yo.
Especially as a man, sometimes the things you're going to have to go through is alone. So, damn, I never knew that about you.
What I'm saying is I just got a good, like, I know how to, like, chill. Like, I don't need, like, yo, the bitch is over there, you know what I mean? Da-da-da, like.
Do you think it's because
I know it's there and they might be bad as shit, but no, that's not. I don't just run off the shit like that.
Do you feel like it's because the growth that you have, or you getting older? What do you feel like?
My wisdom, yeah, because I don't, you don't need it. You want it, and like that part, I don't even.
Is it? And also, it could also be because of your purpose. You know the end goal. So when you was younger, you probably didn't have too much purpose. Where you like, if I do this, I got something to lose. Now you like, no, I got more to focus on, and that's another thing I always say. Purpose. That's a very, very good thing to have is purpose. Because now you're not looking at it like when you was a young boy. All right, I gotta get at shorty like she bad. But now it's like, all right, this is what I'm on. That's cool. And I'm not knocking you if you on that, because the same thing, like if my friends, they could be on that type of time, but now I know where I need to go. And that's how, is that how you feel now?
Felt like somebody, like people that be commenting, I don't get too many. Like I said, you, my man Free Robbie, shout out to Robbie. They don't come to you and tell you that you've helped them with something, or I like how you doing this, or you always, you know what I mean? Like, I be feeling like I'm letting motherfuckers, and you know how we like, all right, fuck everybody. I mean, worry about your own family over everything. Fuck everybody. You shouldn't be worrying about it. But comedians need fucking audience.
Facts.
The movie theater need tickets.
Yeah.
Rappers need streams. So we do need them.
Facts.
But we don't need the dickheads. So that's everybody just talking about people who just don't like them or bad energy towards them. But you know, we need people. So I be feeling like I let everybody down who be asking me, like, yo, you still do, you know what I mean? You still do the fitness, and I know I ain't worked out in a fucking 2 years. It feel like I'm letting them down or some shit.
So it gives you drive. No, that's good.
They don't know fitness is 10 years strong now, and they like, oh, you still working out? And then the post I just put up, I showed that I had a gut and everything and went down and got right back. That's just like losing it all and getting it right back. That's the same thing. You get real big and you get right back. Like, damn, that nigga big as shit again. What happened?
That's dope, man.
What you mean what happened? Depression out this joint, anxiety out this joint.
And you push all through
it. About it. Nobody knows they have it sometimes.
And that's another thing I always like to touch on, that you know, sometimes we don't know that we're going through these things, or we know that we have depression, or we know that we have anxiety, until we look into ourselves and be like, yo, I got this.
Or when somebody talk about it and then you're like, that's me.
That is facts too.
They said something in relation to it.
That's facts too. And that was another thing where it's having accountability of knowing what you're going through and fixing it. Like for me, I went to therapy starting of last year. So I knew I had an issue. So I had to be like, yo, I could be on some, all right, I don't need no help. I could, work it out. Yeah, and I knew, I was just like, you know what? I need to do something outside of what I'm doing, even though it ain't, as black men, it's hard for us to even express emotions to our homies. Imagine doing it to somebody that you don't even know. You get what I'm saying?
That's what I was saying, but when you feel good about it, like, I don't even know this person like that. Why I felt like that, but with them,
yeah,
I be around, I didn't. There you go right there. They bad, that's bad juice right there.
But you know what? Sometimes it may not even be that. It's just the way that we grew up, being that you're not supposed to cry. You're not supposed to do this. You're not supposed to do that. Now that you're getting older, you like, you just didn't have an outlet for it.
You didn't. This shit all the time now, bro. I be telling her like, yo, just because like shit change, timing changes, and the way people look at you changes. Yeah. It's like they love you, hate you, love you again, all that. Rappers, singers, when you popping, Jada said that shit. When ain't nothing moving, y'all walk right past us. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's funny, man. Well, we gonna keep going, so y'all ain't gonna have to worry about the inconsistency. Because if one person ain't there for us, somebody else gonna win. That's why you call it a series. Any series I'm talking about. A series of events. I'm not talking about the horror series. I'm talking about just a series of events that you're doing. You could change actors. You could change whatever. When you do a movie and you film an A movie and everybody done seen, you know, on the trailer that girl was in there and then she's not in it, now you got a bad seed. Like, damn, they fucked up. Nah, with a series, like sitcoms.
Yeah.
Change Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, change the mom. Like, come on, with a series, you change anything, man. That's how I'm moving.
No, that's dope, man. Yeah. And that's another thing I wanted to get into. Basically, you doing the horror series, you doing the puppet series. Tell us how that started, because going from when we was doing the interview You was telling me.
Listen, we're gonna do a second one because I want Denise because that's her grandma personality, my personality, and my mom. So it's 3 different personalities that make this puppet, but it's Denise's grandma. So on the next one, she gonna be on here with me because y'all gonna get enough skits from Ruby J. Upshaw, enough, and then she gonna be on the show because she gotta tell y'all, about her grandma.
Under your custody, who are you?
Well,
who the fuck is you? As a matter of fact, I'm saying you dragged me out here. I'm this yard for all this shit.
Okay, Miss Upshaw, you can calm down. I'm your granddaughter.
My what?
Your granddaughter.
My granddaughter?
Yes.
The only granddaughter I got is 40 years ago when they locked me the fuck up.
That's me.
And what's your name?
Denise.
Denise what?
Antoinette.
What's your last name, bitch? Hey, I'm tight. Hey, why do you bring me out here for this bullshit?
I have my father.
Oh, but that's dope, and that's the thing. From when we was doing the interview, I remember you was telling me because you basically was doing the interview, and then you had like a cooking thing. So tell me, like what's your creative process, and what makes you be like, you know what, I should do a puppet show, I should do the horror series, I should do fitness, I should do the cooking. Tell us like what started you from
all
there?
in together because of the network, like. Eleanor is a brand, so I figure got comedy, entertainment. Well, comedy is entertainment, but comedy, entertainment, sports. Because I film basketball games and all that. We gonna. Oh man, sports, comedy, entertainment, fitness, cinema, all that, man.
Dope.
We just not gonna throw nothing out there unless it makes sense. The puppet makes sense, and then she coming from upstate Muncie. Yeah, man, she institutionalized. She ain't never taken the Browns off. So
now, going on to that puppet thing, do you think you said it's encompassing a lot of people that you know, and it also does it encompass what you went through in jail, or is it just
my experience in jail, of course, because you can't talk to a person out here that never been locked up or hear about airing you out. They don't know what air you out mean. Air you out could be shooting you too, but it just means kill you. So in jail, that's a big term. I air you out. I'm trying to pick one because it's a lot, but basically, I'm using my experience. So when people say certain shit and she say it, people that been locked up know exactly what's going on because
they can relate.
People that never been locked up that's not gonna know what she's saying.
Right.
But niggas that been booked is gonna be cracking the fuck up because I really got it to where she in a female prison, but I really got it to where like the shit that I witnessed in that joint, like she's gonna use like that shit happened to her, but the female, because it's different with men. It's different with men. The fighting and the stabbing isn't, but the way they organize that shit, yeah, it's different because
So what do you think?
Every man can't get every male inmate can't fuck a female CO. You either gotta have bread or. She might like you or something, but when you got female inmates, they're the ones that give it up to the CEO.
Wow.
You get it?
That's crazy.
The nigga got to try to fuck the CEO. But that female inmate is, you know what I mean?
It's easier for them.
Yeah.
Because they give access to sex. So it's,
we can give access, but you got to be the porn star bull. You got to be fucking Mr. Marcus because they already know what's going on with him.
But and so with the puppet series, so being like
it's
you said,
actually a storyline to it. You know how people just throwing skits up? Skits. All right, let's do a skit when you get in the car. No, it's storyline too.
So that's all. That's why I think it's dope because, like you said, people that have been through that they're going to relate to it.
She's going to say terms that, yep.
And on top of that, though, the people that never went to prison, they can get a synopsis of it a little bit.
Absolutely.
And it's a good way to do it with a little bit of comedy, a little bit of some little bit of some actual situations. Like the one trailer that you had, she was talking to Denise, yeah. So and it was just like, oh, You did this when I was in jail. You did this. You did that. Who never is dudes that actually or people that actually went through that. So
I'm gonna give you a term right now. She said, "Why you bring me out here? I miss yard for all this bullshit." People, especially people that have been in jail for a long time. Yeah. Yard is a major thing. You get some air, you walk around the track. Yard is a big thing. So that's why I threw that, and that's why niggas that been booked gonna laugh at that because, like, before yard, I think the visit. I think that's how it went. All the niggas that got VIs, and that's another thing, VI. That's what they call them.
What, visits? Okay.
They just say VI.
Okay.
See, you wouldn't know. See?
No, I didn't know. I'm going to just keep it being.
So when she be saying that, when I was on the VI, people not going to know. But when the niggas that been booked, they're going to know exactly what I'm talking about. That's why it's going to hit from different angles because they going to be like, yo, this nigga funny as shit. Because I done
been there.
Came from an angle and they like, yo, how he, yeah, you know, I know because
I've been there. Yeah. So from, and that's so dope. And being that you're doing that, what advice would you get a men out there from what you've been through, coming out of that, how they can come home and doing what you do now? Because that was the main thing I wanted to come through when we was talking.
You got to sit down and like take all your experiences and think about what it is you really want to do and not what other people want you to do. You got to just stick solid on what you want to do. If it ain't nothing that's major like music, it could be art, man. Shit, niggas millionaires off art.
Shout out to my guy Icon. He do art and he do it for a lot of celebrities. He done did it for a lot of celebrities. So yeah,
and that's what gets it most of the time when you pitch something to somebody who popping and they promote that shit, and then that's what gets you a spark. And sometimes it don't do nothing. Sometimes you like, ooh, I'm giving this song so I know, and then it don't do nothing. But when you out physically and people see you, then they telling you. They just don't say nothing on the gram. People, you gotta know that too.
True. And that's
people
going
don't
back
say
to
nothing on the gram. They're gonna tell you in person. You're gonna be like, what?
Going back to validation.
It's not about double tapping, man.
Facts.
I can like it without double tapping. Damn, that joint's hot. I don't gotta do that.
It go back to validation, like you said.
I know you. I don't gotta do that, nigga. We thorough. I don't gotta double tap. What are them numbers gonna do for your life? 1,800 likes. Did you get $1,800 from that shit?
Facts. Talk on it, cause that's what a lot of that's what messes up a lot of people right now,
bro. Everything I'm doing don't even have an income to it.
It's all passion.
I love to laugh. I love to be funny and shit. That's where the puppet come from. My personality, my mom's, and her grandmom's. So every time she says she played pinochle, so we gonna have to. Let me shut the fuck up.
Listen, man, you giving somebody inspiration out there, because for real, you saying these type of things.
Jack Daniel. And she got a Glock. No, I'm not playing. She made her get it. She made her bring it when she first picked her up.
Yeah.
She said, "Where my Glock at?" And she was like, "You don't even need no gun, Grandma." I'm like, "Nobody's gonna do it." She's like, and she knocked the glove compartment. That's when the first one we gonna reveal that she got her a gun. So you already know what she gonna be doing, because she has a fucking gun.
It's crazy.
And she rich. Denise is a rich entrepreneur. She got clients and shit that be paying. We ain't getting into all that, what it's gonna be yet, because I haven't even thought on that. But we got the main part, and her grandma just basically fucks her process up, fucks her fucked her car. Let me shut up. See, I was about to spill some more.
It's a lot. But no, shout out to you for that, man. And but the last thing I wanted to get into, you talked on a situation on your YouTube where you said it was two homies that you cool with, right? You have a platform, but the two people, they don't generally mess with each other. So you had a question where you were saying, because of your platform, how do you handle that? What did you do to kind of overcome that? And the reason why I'm asking you that, because being that it's dudes out there that probably had that same thing that we go through, where you got a homie that you
I can give you an example. Chris and Neef with Meek. Neef and Meek are not they not really, with that whole drum when he said Kendrick Lamar got the best album of the year.
Yeah, I remember.
The joint at the same time, so they don't.
Yeah, I remember.
But Chris and Meek are tight.
Yeah.
So you see what I'm saying? So I was just basically saying, like, all right, it happened already. It's happening now, but I have a platform that I'm starting called Bars for Days.
Yeah, I seen a couple clips of it. I'm going to talk about that too.
Nobody has jumped on it yet, and I think it's because it ain't popping yet. So now, when we do our traveling, we go to New York and all that, and we doing it right on the street. So
that's dope.
Then you're going to latch on now. But that's how it happens, though. You got to be popping before people start fucking with shit. Or it just got to be something everybody want. Like this, for instance.
And that was another thing.
Yeah, before we ended it.
Definitely doing the customs.
I made this jewelry with my bare hands. Not the chains, though. Of course, the chains come from a different source, but all this made with arts and crafts, not real diamonds.
Dope.
But it looked good, though. Made by CRE.C0M with my hands, man. But yeah, about the two homies. Like, I just don't want that bad energy, because then you got camps and you got squads that'll be like, oh, that nut ass nigga, he did the joint with the ball. Yeah. Now, I ain't gonna get one from him, but I want to do a joint with him.
Yeah.
That whole op shit, that's all I'm saying.
How'd you handle it? Or how do you feel like you can handle it?
It's basically like, if I do a Bars for Days with him, and then, when they find out that I did it, it's like I fucking with both of them. It seemed like you playing both sides, but you not. Like, this is what you do for a living. Being a videographer.
Yeah, it's your platform, so you still... Because what I was saying is, like, they have to respect that you are a platform. So it's going to be people that's going to come to you that want to get themselves out there. As long as it's not... And there's one thing that you said in the last interview that we said. You wanted your platform to be a positive platform where nobody was going to be dissing each other on it and stuff like that.
So the way that you can handle it... What if he... Because he's going to find out, and then he get on the joint and he talking about the ball.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, oh, all right, yeah. I just don't want that bad energy, man. You know how people get, man. And
that's another thing too. And being that we know as men, you could say something wrong, somebody say something, and it can go bad, and you don't want to be in the middle of it. So that's dope that if people know that's your platform and that's what you're supposed to do, they can respect it and just be like, listen, this is what we doing. Don't diss nobody. Don't be. This is the platform.
Yeah,
respect the platform.
Let them know in advance, man. But yeah, like I stitch clothes, man. Like I did a dope Eagles hoodie when the Eagles went to the Super Bowl. Green.
Yeah, I remember that. It was dope. Yeah.
With the numbers, yeah, I mean, I did all that. Then I started the jewelry. Like I don't know where it came from, but it just came. So we got CRE Customs. That's for the clothing and the jewelry. We got L&O Fitness. We got the Ruby J show, Ruby J Upshaw show, the puppet.
Dope.
We got the horror series, Phantom Lost. We're going to give y'all more. Y'all go on YouTube and type in Phantom Lost series, and it'll pop up.
Tell them your YouTube, too. The Main Course Media. Tell them that one.
Main Course Media, MED, and Main Course Media TV show. Jay will probably give y'all the, the
oh, yeah, I'm going to definitely put it in there, yeah.
Everything is on the same YouTube channel, Main Course Media Network. So when you go on there and you type in, or you scroll, when you scroll, you'll see the titles of everything on there. We don't got separate YouTube channels for that. We're going to keep everything on the one. And my son has a YouTube channel too, but that's for the kids. We working on that one, but he kind of nervous. He autistic. He got definitely. So we don't get to do it how you would see a kid with puppets and everything, but I done promoted that on my page too. My Instagram is @CRE.com, CRE.C0M, not OM, because they wouldn't let me do it. But yeah, the name CRE.com is because I'm a website, man. Do a whole lot of things, man.
Dope, man.
That's where .com comes from.
Dope. So is I was going to ask you whatever things you got coming up, but you pretty much said it all. Last thing, what advice do you have for men out there to close it out?
Be yourself, man. Stop wearing them ski masks, like, to eat, and like, yo, shout out to Mo, man. My people's, my sister, man, Mo Smiley. She got on her Instagram, she be putting her mask on, when acting like she was eating, talking about niggas be like, and then in the shower washing up, she had the ski mask. Yo,
that's crazy.
She a comedian on the low, so we already know. But on the advice to men, like, yeah, just be yourself, man. Do whatever you want to do, man. Like, this is proven right here. Like, I just be doing a lot of shit I never would have did before, and it's just coming out. My son is the reason for it. My mom's, my assistant Denise. Like, we working right now, man. We really fucking working. Like, now I really get it now. Like when you just keep doing what you're doing, something big gonna come out of it as long as you don't stop. Let nobody say, nah, you shouldn't do this. Don't let nobody tell you that. You heard it from me, CRE.C0M, man. For Illinois Fitness, too, I'm going to be giving y'all tips on what to eat and all that. But everybody got different body types, so it's like you can't ask nobody how you get big like that or whatever. Our body types is different, but
yeah,
I'll supply the tips as, you know, as they come. Nutrition, CRE.C0M Healthy Kitchen. The food, too, by the way. That's
definitely my man.
Cooking.
When we did our interview a year ago, he made some food. It was dope, man. It was good, man.
Them wings was good.
Definitely, man.
I haven't made them in a while, actually.
Oh, real?
Yeah. The cooking thing, I'm doing it and I'm promoting it, but it's like I don't do it that much because the government giving me that $300 them stamps. I don't got them no more because of my job. Yeah. So that was the real big reason why I was able to
get so much and do it.
Man. Yeah. So I'm giving out. I'm gonna do samples and everything. We got sauteed cabbage, Brussels sprouts. My mom just hooked up, so that's on the menu now. Yeah, we gonna do this. Appetizers first. We ain't gonna do no big course meals because it's CRE.C0M Healthy Kitchen. Why would I give you a big old plate of pasta and all that?
Right.
We're gonna go lean more towards vegetables and fruits and all that, and fish, chicken, and everything. I'm trying to actually. I had bean burgers and sauteed cabbage and shit. Them bean burgers really seemed like I was eating a burger. And I wasn't hungry no more, bro. Like, yeah. Chickpeas and black beans. Grind them up in a food processor. No egg, nothing. It just stick. And
just go like that.
Burger. And olive oil and lay that shit on the pan and flip it just like a fucking burger.
Wow. That's dope, man.
It is good.
I
Trust
bet.
me, that shit is good.
I'm definitely gotta try. I definitely gotta try that.
So I'm gonna be, like I said, with the CRE.C0M Healthy Kitchen, I'm gonna be doing samples and everything. Like I might be with him. You know what I mean? Just made them or whatever. I'll just give them out to people, man. That's how we doing it.
My guy, I appreciate you, man.
I can't wait to see it.
Definitely, man. This is the unofficial part 2 from a year ago, but I'm glad he came on my platform. I never thought in a million years I'd be interviewing people. When he interviewed me, we was talking about rap. We was talking about my clothing. Now I'm glad that I could get him on here, and we can definitely,
PlayaWave.
help a lot of people out there. Definitely. So I appreciate you, bro.
Definitely.
But
we gonna do more too.
Oh, definitely.
Some shit on the outside when we outside.
Facts.
We gotta go to the beach and do I want to do something out there. That's gonna be major too.
Definitely. And it's the summertime, so you already know. But
the clothing too, Illinois clothing.
Oh yeah, definitely. Let them know that.
Got different logos and everything coming out. That's gonna be official, man. Like not really wearing nobody clothing all like that. I wear it. You have to wear this, man. Person loving and admiring yourself, always winning above variables every time. You
don't know how many people don't even know I can say that straight off.
That shit is mean, dog, but look what it says. It says PlayaWave. Make you think it's some pimp type shit going on.
Right.
And that's how he rap. But it fucking means something, dog. Like it's an acronym. Like
that's my guy, man.
Like,
he do it for the straight off. That's what's up, man.
Sense.
That's what's up. But it's PlayaWave TV. We could be here all day, but it's PlayaWave TV. My guy, CRE, appreciate you. Episode 5. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Like, comment, subscribe to his channel, Main Course Media TV. I'm going to put it at the bottom of the thing. And we going to be out of here. Know that.